Hello, beautiful people. Rise and shine. Happy Friday. Take two. So I did the video earlier, but the spot that I had it on has the AC vents and it was just very loud. So I'm going to start from scratch. So the message that I got basically is that there might be some confusion or disarray in your current situation or might be popping up soon. And you just have to keep in mind not to allow the distractions or the illusions to change your focus or your mindset in the direction that you're trying to accomplish, which is your new identity, the best version of yourself. So the key thing is to take the time to sit alone, to be alone, meditate, go take a walk, go take a jog, go by the the beach or the excuse me, this always happens, the beach or to the park. Now, you taking time alone doesn't mean that you leave your spouse at home and then you go out with other people. No, this means that you need to be by yourself in order to be able to get the clarity and the information that you need to be able to ground yourself and move forward in this new identity. And remember, this new identity has to shed a lot of old behaviors, actions, people, situations. And obviously, if you're in a relationship, it's hard to shed people that no longer have the same mindset. And if you're married, you have to work through that. If you have kids, you have to work through it. Try counseling, and if you're religious, try to go to church or temple or whatever it is that you believe in. Try to meditate with your spouse. Try to go online and watch videos to motivate each other. If it's a very serious situation and one person's already trying to level up and the other person is stuck on these low vibrational situations, it's going to be hard to balance it out. If you have kids and your relationship is toxic and they're just seeing this behavior as normal, then they're most likely going to be in a relationship that is like that. So my recommendation, like I said, is take the time alone, write down the things that trigger you, remove the items that are easily resolved. If you're dealing with addiction issues, what can you remove from the addiction, the low vibrational action or quick fix that you do, with something that's going to raise your vibration, that's going to help you level up, it's going to help you get to your new identity that you're currently feeling, right? But as long as you continue doing the same thing, happy hour, the club, hanging out with people you shouldn't, watching things that you shouldn't, you're going to keep that same vibration. So it's important to think of it's important to think of positive things so that the negative things don't continue coming in, and it will take time. So you have to keep that identity no matter what you're going through. So if you're being triggered, you have to keep that identity. If you are being tested, you have to keep that identity. All right. If you're going through hard times, if you're losing somebody, if you're losing people, you're losing work or jobs or whatever, you have to keep the mindset of that new identity that you want. And you're going to look at it while you're going through this hard stuff. And you're going to get on the floor and you're going to meditate, and you're going to be open to any information that comes in. You're going to, once you wake up for the meditation, you're going to write down everything that you can remember, whatever you saw. Same thing with your dreams. When you wake up, write everything down. It might not make sense right now, but maybe in a few days things will start coming in, things will start aligning, and you'll be like, oh, wait a second, I had a vision of that, or I had a dream of that, or yeah, I remember when I meditated that this popped up. And then yeah, you already know that everything is starting to function the way that you want with your new identity. So being alone is key to help your wisdom, to help clarify the direction you need to go to get to this new identity. People are gonna say, oh, you're disconnected, you're withdrawing. Sometimes being alone is needed so that you can invest in yourself, grow within yourself, because everything that you want out here in this outer world has to be changed within you first. And you have to stop living your life through everybody else's life. And it is a lonely process. But if you have kids and you have yourself, you gotta love yourself, and you have to do it for yourself and your kids, because once you have kids, life is no longer about you only, and you're making moves to make that child's life better than yours. And not only in the material aspect of it, but even in a soul level, even in a level of clearing out generational behaviors and negativity and stuff like that. You just want to change that. But that takes you to see that that's what needs to happen. The good thing is that if you're able to do these things that you need to do to gain clarity and take responsibility and don't allow the distractions and people and bad habits to disrail you, then you're going to be able to recover. You need to forgive yourself and others that have hurt you so that you can move forward in this healing process. And positive changes will come, but it is going to take you time, and things sometimes take a while. So you just got to have faith, and you need to hold on to that identity that you have without having doubt, because you will be tested. It's not going to be peaches and cream every day. But once you know that you want to go in that direction, then that's it. You just have to hold yourself accountable, and you have to always look at that identity and say, okay, no, this is who I really am. I am this. I see this. I talk like this. My mind views things like this. And remember to keep your ego in check, because it's okay to love yourself and be committed to yourself to be this great identity that you have, whatever that may be. All right. But positive change will definitely come. You have to forgive yourself and welcome changes, and take the time to be alone so that you can get things in order to help you gain clarity and to remove distractions. Okay. And then the cards that I got, what boundaries need to be created to strengthen within my relationships? To create more healthy boundaries, we must first get in tune with our own desires, needs, and feelings, and believe we are worthy of them. In your relationship, it's essential to know where they end and where you begin. Today's soul action: when we separate our energy from others, we gain clarity. This is like amazing. I didn't pick these cards. These cards like flew out, and it has to do with this. Then we stop doing things that no longer align with ourselves. If you're an empath like me, you can still be compassionate towards others without taking on their stuff, without taking in their energies or their feelings. It is safe to trust that you are not here to fix anyone. We're not here to fix nobody. So if you have a spouse that's not getting, that doesn't want to get on the train with you, work through it, but put a time frame. Say, look, okay, I'm gonna give it a year. This is what I'm doing. This is where I want to go. Are you on board? Like, what's up? Are you ready? And it's gonna take time, because it's easier to do the same thing you've always done, and it's comfortable, and you're having fun at the moment because it's a quick fix, whatever that may be. But once you start doing things that are going to be good for you, those people or situations that were part of your low vibrational energy, they're going to go away. And then you're going to elevate yourself, and you're going to keep that identity so you can keep elevating, and keep yourself in check, always there. And you're going to then attract new people. And you will be tested. So you just can't be celebrating and then go back to the things that brought you back down again, because you will go back down, and it's going to be worse than ever. So, the mantra today is, I have everything I need within you now, and so do they. I'm worthy of my needs, and I set boundaries based on what's best for me. What keeps me up at night? What makes you cringe when you think about it, such that every ounce of you screams no more? Where can you create purpose out of your pain? So, like I said, write down things that trigger you, that stress you, that worry you, and eliminate the ones that are easy. I bring up the nighttime. Eliminate that, and then fill in the daytime with something that's gonna elevate you, uplift you. Take a class that's gonna get you to where you need to get to. Okay, make a difference in someone's life today, big or small, because all of it makes a difference. So like I said, donate your time, feed the less fortunate, donate your clothes, donate your time to, a shelter for humans, for people or for animals. You could buy bottles of water. Just be safe if you're passing them out to people on the streets. Not all of them are, nice and humble. All right, so that's that. And then I have, don't sweat the small stuff, it's the small stuff. So don't let the little things in your life drive you crazy. When you look back at all the things you've stressed about, odds are it was mostly small stuff that didn't matter in the long run. The 5 most important words are help me God and thank you. Gratitude is key. So freeze your the video now, right now, and say out loud 5 to 10 things that you're grateful for. We're going to do this every time so that we can ground ourselves and always have gratitude no matter where we're at. Okay, so go ahead and freeze that now, and then I'll see you in a minute. All right, welcome back. So go ahead and say it right now. Breathe in and out 20 times. While you breathe in, say help me God. Your breath out should be a long thank you. Meditate, and you're going to get a lot of messages because all the messages are within you 100%. And I know we use exterior beings or items or situations to help guide us. But at the end of the day, it is important that you challenge yourself to learn how to look within yourself and work with your spirit guides and connect with God or your highest self. And we all have that ability, but it's easier just to look at somebody else give us the information when you have to do the work and look within yourself. Because tarot card people can give you information, a pastor, a priest can give you the information, but it's their interpretation of the message that they're getting. So maybe a lot of people connect with what I have to say, perfect, but the interpretation is going to be more specific or more exact when you're looking within yourself. All right, so not saying not to look at tarot card readers or motivational people. No, I'm telling you that learn to look within yourself as well, because your guide is there. And once you work with what's inside and you fix that and you upgrade that and you put that identity that you're looking for, then everything in the outside starts changing because it's in a mirror effect. Okay, when one door closes, another one opens. God has your very best interest at heart. Fact. When he closes one door in your life, look for the other one that might be opening. Keep your eyes, ears, and heart open to change. It will be good for you. So just keep in mind that although everything is going to test you and there's going to be shift, you have to always keep that identity in mind. And a bunch of doors will close, and there might be a time where you're going to be alone in silence. You're going to feel lonely. You're going to be like, what is this? It's painful, this process, but it's okay, because you're going to find a sense of peace and freedom, and you're going to get to learn who you are, and you're going to say, you know what, this is what I need in my life and my world. And you're going to align to those people, but it takes some time to get there, you see, because until you don't get to where you want to get, you're not going to bring in those people in the same wavelength. Okay, so it is very important that you keep your mind strong, and the awakening process is difficult. So don't allow manipulation or greed or things that waste your energy to disrail you. Okay. And although this is a very complex situation, you need mental strength. Okay, don't allow yourself to burn out either. So take time, breaks, and again, like I said, try to have some time alone by yourself. Okay, and pick up hobbies, pick up something new that you've always wanted to do. Let's say you always wanted to play the violin, or you always wanted to play the piano, or you always wanted to draw, or you always wanted to go to Egypt, and that money that you spent on, you know, doing other stuff with other people, or with, you know, or on the addictions that you had. Save that money to invest in yourself, to elevate yourself, to help that identity that you have, the new identity that you have, come up and, you know, step up and create your new reality. All right. So with that, I'm going to leave you guys. I love you guys. And let me give you a big hug from me to you. I hope you guys are doing a wonderful. Have a great Friday. Be safe. Love your children. Do things with your children. Not only material gifts, but actually take the time to go out and do stuff and have patience to teach them something new, because that bond and that memory will be there forever. Okay. So I love you guys, and stay healthy, stay happy, and that's it. I love you guys. Mwah.